Well, the onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. We ain't giving up nothing today. Man. Mike 19. Here we go. Check.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former 5th-round pick. I remember that game, December, against Denver. He had that monster first half, 210 yards, did not have a single catch in the second half, but still those 210 yards were just 4 yards shy of Shannon Sharp's single-game record for a tight end. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Watch tight end. Lock. Mike 19. Target.
Now Garoppolo. And pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Like the footwork back there. I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Newton. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Even at the age of 30, Cam says it's just a number. Still a real threat running the football. We all know about the touchdowns, but ran for 488 yards last season. That was 4th among all NFL quarterbacks. He can still tote the mail.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
At the 10-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
20.
They'll try to run forward with Davis. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Another try for Davis. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dante Pettis, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Go! Let's go!
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go.
From the gun, here's Newton. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On 2nd down now, it's Davis, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run, found his spot, and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Ready? Look at it. 56, right there, 56. Get him. 20.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 17, Newton on the move to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
2nd and goal from the 1.
I'm going to run you over. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Say.
And Newton's going to keep it. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. McCaffrey, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Here we go.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
We got to step it up. 13, 13. 19, Mike 19.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his 3rd year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry. 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here we go.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Garoppolo looks to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Set. 180. Check right 54. Right 54. Keep it up, defense.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Set. 180. 54 Mike. Go!
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. 56.
Now Newton. Open man is Kirk, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19.
A gain of 12.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Set. 180. Mike 54. You ain't going nowhere. Tighten up.
They'll run with McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go! The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a first and 10. Now it's Breida, and he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
I'm letting you know right now, you better breathe. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Great.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Flush to his right. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
The 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
What's that? Ready?
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Get it.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Flushed out right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Ready.
Check. Watch 54. Watch.
Gun.
Let's go, defense. And who up? Mike 5-4. That's right, baby.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton looking left sideline, incomplete. Christian McCaffrey, last year's catch leader among running backs, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Ready.
Check Mike 54. Let's go.
Great.
Let's go. D, tighten up.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Newton. And able to find Kirk complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Ready.
Mike 54.
Gun.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Hey.
Yeah, John.
Switch.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I'm coming from you. Hey, watch that.
Newton to throw. And avoids the contact by sliding. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
At the 7-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, Panthers.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 40. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Check. 20.
Here's McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Third
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
It's now 4th down.
Gano's kick is good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety screaming.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 Short, able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Mike 19. Mike 19. Mike 19. On the ball.
12, fellas, here we go.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike 5-4. Get your swerve on.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. This sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Ready? Yeah, ready?
Yeah, right there. 54 Mike.
Hey!
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Too little, count. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You're not ready. You're not ready.
8. Ready?
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. D. Ford in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
18-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jerick McKinnon there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
21.
Hey, check Mike.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
1, Omaha. Mike 19, Mike 19. Check Mike, check Mike. Switch.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy.
Brings up 4th down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man.
30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the curl.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Ready? You can tap, ready? 54, Mike. Man, I got you. 20. Mike 54. Mike 54.
To throw on 3rd down, Newton. He may try and run for this. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A gain there of 21 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
One, Omaha. Kill. Get hot.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And now here is another interception. And I do believe this is going to line up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Keep playing hard. Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
On first down, Garoppolo. Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
White.
To throw is Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He's checking. Crash.
Black.
Mike 19. Let's pick it up.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
At the 37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, check. Greg.
One set. Check Mike 54. Watch the curve. Kill.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Fred Warner coming off a strong rookie year in on the stop for the Niners. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Here we go.
On the ground, McCaffrey. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Watch out.
McCaffrey. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Switch. Watch the shift. Hey. Watch the shift.
On second down, McCaffrey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The Panthers on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Check 99.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but I
like where we're going with this. Though you say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone.